Okay, so I've I've never been a fan of Steve Harvey before, but if I was on that ship of being a fan of Steve Harvey, I probably jumped off of that ship like 4, 5, 6 years ago when he dropped a book called "Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man," which was a book written for women. Very weird, very weird title, and a very weird concept of a book coming from a man, and also someone who is like supposed to be like this life coach and like all of the stuff, and like but you have like very archaic and barbaric like views like that. It's just very weird to me. But it seems like he's in the news again for, I want to call, or I want to say, gaslighting Monique when it comes to her explaining her part about the whole Netflix situation that happened earlier last year. And here goes the video.
Listen to me. We fighting two wars here.
What war?
There's two wars. It's what your issue is, and it's what the perception of the issue is, and the narrative has changed.
See, I'm hearing what you're saying, baby, and I agree with it when the narrative changes. But if all of y'all said, this is the only issue I have with it, baby, when all of y'all said privately, to include Oprah, all of y'all said privately, I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing, we got to flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game. But let me tell you what the game is before the money game.
Like this.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
and wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
So the theme of this video that they're talking about is basically if you want to be a sellout, or do you want to stand up and speak about what you believe in? And Steve Harvey's more so on the side of things where you can't really speak about what you believe in, or else they'll cut off your bag, and how basically you'll be like cutting off like the prosperity of your future generations and stuff like that if you speak out, when in actuality it's if you could you imagine if like our ancestors like never like revolted and stuff like that in the past? Like, where would we be today? So you really want like black people in the entertainment industry today to like shut up and like just make movies and entertainment for white people to consume? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, and it kind of breaks my heart because, you know, this is someone that Monique loved and respected. And to me, this looks like a betrayal. Like, I bet he thought that he would be the one to set her straight by having this dialogue on TV where he calls her like a crazy ass person. But that really challenges her credibility in the public's eye. And that's pretty violent as well, on top of that. That's a very, very, very violent thing to do, because she has a very valid point, which is to stand up, speak about what you believe in, speak about the double standardness, think about all of that stuff. But it's just like, Steve is like, no, you need to shut up because they're going to cut off your check. And the fact that like the audience is clapping for what he's saying is very weird to me, because it's like, what? Like, what? Like, what? I'm telling you, it's either the audience just wants to side with Steve regardless of anything, and they just want to be ignorant to like facts, but that's pretty freaking stupid to me. And it's honestly kind of weird, the fact that at this moment right here, Steve actually put his hands on Monique. You know, and to me that is just like signs of passive aggression, and I don't like it at all. It leaves me very uncomfortable. It leaves me very, very uncomfortable. Anytime I see a man put his hand on a woman like that, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I got my eye on you, because you definitely felt too comfortable doing that. As if like it really stroked your ego to like shut her up. And you didn't even let her get a word in. That's another thing. Like, she didn't even get a word in at all. Twitter user Ali Steam actually questioned. She said, why bring her on the show if you won't even let her get a sentence in? It's like whoever manages told him to invite her just to make an example of her. In which another person named DJ Rose 10 responded saying, he's in the money game. And she said, exactly. And I understand why a black person who has the foot in the door and getting money wouldn't want to lose it. But what Monique is trying to say is don't be so into the money game that you turn into a puppet and lose your integrity. Mr. Steve Harvey. Mr. Steve Harvey. Mr. Steve Harvey. You're losing your integrity, Mr. Steve Harvey. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? If I could like reach through the screen and like smack Steve Harvey right now, like I really would. But you know, that's it for this video, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. This video kind of pissed me off a little bit. I just wanted to like go on a rant real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know, just let me know if you guys agree, disagree, what's tea, all that stuff, okay? And I'll catch you guys next video. Bye.